Hi everybody, how you going? It's Steve here from Importing for Profit magazine, and today we're doing a video for the Our Buying Secrets group. Hope you guys are good. And today we're at the Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair. But the reason that we thought it'd be interesting to come to here today is it's the first big global trade show, if you like, that we've had access to here in Thailand since the coronavirus outbreak up in China. So we're coming here for two reasons. One is to sort of find out a little bit about how this particular fair has been impacted and what the sort of word on the street is from the vendors here about the coronavirus. But then beyond that, we know that there's some Our Buying Secrets guys who actually have jewelry businesses. So for those of you who fall into that category, we're in your hotspot right now. We're going to find out from the vendors here, what do they make, what do they import, what do they export, and how can you take advantage of what's going on here in the Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Fair. So let's get out here and have a bit of a walk around and see what's going on at the Bangkok Gems and Jewelry Fair. Okay, so here we are with our first interview for the day, and we've got Kun Baby here from Precious Company. So maybe Kun Baby, can you please tell us a little bit about Precious Company? How long have you been in business, and how many staff do you have?
Okay, actually this one is my family business. We do first and gold and diamond. But before gold and diamond, my grandfather, since that time, he be a stone cutter.
Right.
After the stone cutter, my mom, she do the gold and diamond.
Right.
After that time, year passed, so when the gold price is increased, so we moved to do silver with all real gemstone.
Right.
The size of the company, like in-house, around 20 people working.
Right.
Yeah.
What are some examples of your sort of top-selling products, or the products that you're most successful with?
So most successful in the product, it will be like, everything, ring, earring, bangle, whatever. But main things we do in silver with all gemstone. Any kind of jewelry you want.
Right. You guys do the whole lot, and we've got a couple of examples here, so we might just have a look at one of these. So there's a couple of bracelets here, and maybe you can just talk us through the design of these bracelets. What's interesting and unique about the design?
So this one will be the silver with like ruby or rhodolite with the sky blue topaz. You can wear this one with the gold and diamond, whatever the customer have. So this kind of thing you can mix and match.
Sure.
Yeah.
And let's imagine a customer from Europe or America wants to buy this from you. About how much markup would they typically make on a product that you sell?
So this one is hard questions because it depends on the market.
Right.
Depend on the end user of the customer.
Sure.
Yeah. Some of them can do markup like 100%.
Okay.
Or just 50. So it depends on the customer, on the end user.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's really a user-driven pricing, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, so that's great. That tells us a bit about how you work and how your cost works as well. So which countries are you currently selling to?
So at the moment will be the States, Europe, and all ASEAN country.
Okay, so US, Europe, ASEAN countries. Do you sell anything to Australia? Have you had any of your product there?
Australia, not now. Yeah, not yet.
Okay, so a big opportunity for you guys listening from Australia. You can get in touch with Baby here at Precious Company. And now, given that your family's got this sort of long history in jewelry, coming to the Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Expo is something familiar to you, right? So maybe you can give us a bit of perspective around how does this session compare to the other sessions you've been to? Obviously, coronavirus is in the media a lot. Have you seen any differences, or how does that affect you?
Okay, for me, I think it's quiet. Yes, right, but my Legula from the States, they do the order by email.
Right.
So that's have no problem. But over 3 years past, I think walk-in customer for me is the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so better than nothing.
And I've noticed just on the crowd here that it's really a multinational crowd. There is not one single country, it's every country is here, right? So thank you so much for your time today. It's really interesting to hear your perspective and see your wonderful jewelry here. And for all you guys listening in America and Australia, if you're after some of this amazing jewelry, then please get in touch with Kun Bibi at Precious Company, and she'll help you out. Okay, so here we are at also the Bangkok Gem and Jewelry Expo, and we're at a second booth now. So I'm with Kunjoy here, who's the owner of the business. So Kunjoy, can you just tell me what is the name of your company and how long have you been in business?
Okay, my company is Finkel Jewelry, and we've been like 5 years in this business.
Perfect. All right. So Finkel Jewelry, been here 5 years, and I can see your booth here. You've got two different brand names. You've got Crystal Joy and Lord Jacob. So we're sitting in front of the Lord Jacob booth right now. How long have you had this brand?
This brand is like 4 years.
About how many people do you have working in your company now?
Now I have like 100 people.
So you got about 100 people working in your factory, and we're looking at your product here, and I can see between Crystal Joy and Lord Jacob, the styles are quite different. So can you maybe just give me some idea, what do you make in your company and what do you outsource to another company?
Yes. So usually we do full process. Start in the designer, we're looking for new design, CAD design, and we print, and we do master mold, and we casting, and we wax toasting, filing, polishing,
the whole process.
setting, and then QC, and then we ship. Yeah, we do many things: silver, brass, stainless steel, and also leather.
Which countries do your key customers live in? Where do you normally send your product?
Yeah, normally we sell a lot in Mexico and also America. Yes.
So a lot in Mexico and America. Do you do any? Do you have customers in Europe or Australia?
We not yet. No, not yet.
All right. So all of you guys looking in Europe and Australia, if you're watching, then contact Kunjoy. She doesn't have these products in the market. You guys can take advantage of that. Now I noticed as well, looking around your booth, that the prices are fantastic. You guys are really well priced. If I imagine I'm a customer in America, right, and I want to pick up some of your jewelry and sell it, then what service do you provide? If I buy from you online or something like this, and then what do you do?
Usually we do wholesale, and we're gonna give you display and full packaging. You just take it and you just sell it.
Fantastic. So anybody wanting to sell Lord Jacob can talk with you and get all the retail stuff that they need to sell your product, right? Which of these lines is like your number one seller?
Number one seller is the bangle.
Bangles?
Yes.
Oh yeah?
Like animal face. That's number one. The people like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like a eagle head on a bracelet or a wolf head on a bracelet, something like this, right? A lion as well? Right, all right. So it's a really cool fashion jewelry. Is this the first time you've been to the jewelry fair?
No, it's not the first time. It's for Lord Jacob, like, I cannot count.
Yeah.
Like 10 times already.
Is there any difference you see at this year's trade show because of obviously the news around coronavirus? Has it made any impact to your business or any impact to what's happening here?
No, this problem is, I don't worry about this problem because the customer like our design, and they come and they interested a lot, and also they can order by email. Now the business come to Thailand more than before because also this problem make me have more customers.
Okay, that's great. So I'm really happy to hear that actually that your business is not affected. You're still shipping as normal, you're still producing as normal, all your staff are there, you know, there's no restriction on your business. So that's really great to hear. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. It's lovely to see your brand and your product, and it's a pleasure to meet you. So thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you to be here.
Okay, so here we are at our third booth that we're interviewing today, and we're with Katrina, and Katrina's here from Rainbow Company. So Rainbow, maybe you can tell us a little bit about Rainbow as a company. What do you do? What's your main product?
Hello everyone, our company on market already 30 years, and most famous product from us is special cutting of the natural stones. For this moment we are also working with nano stones and tanzanite.
Yeah, right. So I can see like there's some wonderful colors in front of us. So you use many different materials, and the designs are incredible. About how many people do you have working in your company?
We have two factories. One factory in India, in Jaipur, is around 150 people working there. As usual, we do the normal cutting stones. And also we have factory next to Bangkok, is around 75 people, and head office in Bangkok also.
So you've got quite a long history in this, and the thing that made me really be attracted to your booth, right, and what you do, is that you've found a way to differentiate from other gem cutters, but you guys do something really different. You've found a way to be a different supplier. So maybe you can talk a little bit about that process. What do you do that's so different about your company?
Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much. We are different from everyone because we can do custom cutting of the stone. Any imagination your designer do, we can make in stone. Just we get in sample, and after we are doing cutting and polishing of stone. You can see over there we have like very difficult cutting is like leaves, flowers, shoes, handbag, drops, and many of them. Like as usual, other company try to copy of us in future, but we are always first on the market about cutting of the stones.
Well, that's really interesting, I think, if somebody's looking to purchase gems or looking to stand out and do something a little bit different in the jewelry niche, then this is the kind of supplier I think that you're sort of looking for. Your pieces are more like little sculptures, right? Like we've got some little shoes in front of us and some handbags and some slippers, and where your customers normally buy from, right? Where they buy from other countries, or they buy from you online, or how do they normally interact with you?
We have a customer all around the world. Also, a lot of company buying in Bangkok, in Thailand, and most of company, our partner is from Russia, Japan, Dubai, and everywhere because of our famous cutting of the stone.
Super interesting. So you guys actually kind of, even though like you're based really in Jaipur in India and here in Bangkok, you're actually kind of a global company. Your customers are everywhere, and that's purely because you found a different way to do what you do.
Also, we try to use just quality stone and with good color of the stones. That's why like quite popular.
Right. Okay. So not only do you go for the interesting designs, you also look for very high quality raw material. What would a typical customer ordering from you? Can you tell me a little bit about that experience? Like they contact you online and order that way, or how do they actually normally order from you?
As usual, we have our usual customer who work with us year to year, but also we are always looking for new face and new company, because now a lot of new company who work about custom design. And we also interested about not just about normal cutting, we do a lot, but we also interested about very special cutting for our master can make some creations and something interesting.
How long would it take to train somebody to cut like this in your company?
It's very big experience, like just special master can do, not everyone.
So like we're talking 10 years plus at least,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Right.
A lot of staff in our company, they work in 15, 20 years,
Wow.
just one place, yeah.
Right, and they've been with you 15, 20 years. They just do the one job, and that's to cut stones, right? That's all they do.
They are like a super professional about this job,
Well,
best
you
of the best.
can see in the result. Right, so okay, so that's it. This is Rainbow. So thank you so much, Katrina. Lovely to hear about your company and your product. Fantastic to see you. If somebody watching this video was interested to do business with you, how would they find you and where would they contact yourself?
It's very easy. You can go into our website or you can contact by WhatsApp.
Thanks, Katrina. Lovely to see your work, and I hope you have a fantastic show. Maybe before we end the interview, I can ask you a question about the trade show. Is this the first time you've been here?
As usual, we join a show every year.
Every year, and do you notice? I mean, obviously, there's a lot of news and media at the moment about the corona situation. Do you notice any difference in your business or in your trade?
It's a quite big difference because now Hong Kong show is also like move, and most of customers they try to go to two show in Bangkok and that's going to Hong Kong. Okay. But now Hong Kong show move, and many people are confusing where to go and how to go.
Okay, good. So yeah, so you know, some businesses obviously do feel a bit of impact around the corona situation. Hopefully, you're able to pick up the sales here in Thailand and help you out for the rest of the year. So thanks again for your time. Lovely to talk to you. All right, great. So now we're at our another booth, and we're going to have a chat to Klom Company, and I'm here with Kun Prima. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm very good too. Maybe you can tell us just a little bit about the Klom Company. How long have you been in business, and how many staff do you have?
Okay, well, we've been doing this business for 5 years now. So we started in like 2015.
2015, okay. And how many staff do you have in your business?
Right now we have around 60 to 70 people. By 8 people working in office and rest of them work in the factory who process the stone.
Right. So the core skill in your company is cutting and processing of the raw material, right?
You said like the cutting and shaping, but the people who work in office who grade, who check the quality, who do the grading is also important as well.
Yeah, no doubt. And I can see you've got some beautiful stones here. So maybe you can just tell us a little bit about the product that you sell. What is your core product?
Our core product is all sapphire, like red sapphire, orange sapphire, yellow sapphire. But and right now we're doing the blue sapphire,
Right.
which we do the machine cutting.
Yeah, right.
So we try to make it standard.
Okay, so typically when you think of sapphire, there's two things that come to my mind. One, they're normally a blue stone, right? And Thailand is famous for sapphire. So those two things. But looking in your cabinet here, you've got so many different colors, and these are all different types of sapphire. Is that right?
It's same type but different color.
Okay.
It's the same mine.
Oh, right.
But when we heat it, so it's come out different color. So there are green, yellow, red, orange, and blue. But blue different mine.
So for a customer dealing with you, how far away are you from your source or from your raw material? Is it near your process factory, or do you import? What do you do about that?
We do import the raw material from South Africa, but also there are some what we call like dealer who are African who came into Thailand and sell the stone to us.
And then who are your customers around the world? Where do you sell to?
We sell from our factory, like we do the wholesale.
And then how would you ship something like this? If somebody bought from Australia, as an example, how would you send the stones to Australia?
We will find a way to ship the product. But right now, if I live in Chanthaburi, so there are order from Bangkok or Chiang Mai, Phuket, anywhere we will go to send the product by ourselves.
Right, so you hand carry the product to the customer. Okay, so this is interesting for our importers watching this interview. You source the raw materials and then you process. You normally sell sort of in the local market, or buyers come to you, right? And then they take care of the export. So I imagine that means that buying from you, the prices are probably very competitive. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. So that's interesting to know. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We've got some beautiful product in front of us here, so we'll have a look around at that. And if somebody was interested to buy from your company or to see your product, how would they normally find you?
They can find us in Instagram and Facebook, which is called gomis.official. And if you're interested right now, maybe I don't know where this show will show. You can find us in Chanthaburi factory. It's called gomis.official. Can you put the address?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to help you with that. So Gomis official Instagram, right? And that's how you can get directly in touch with Kun Prima and ask about their wonderful gems that are originated here in Thailand, but also imported and wholesale distribution from here in Thailand. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay guys, that's it. So hopefully you've enjoyed our video here from the Thailand Gem and Jewelry Expo 65th edition here in Bangkok. As you can see from the wrap up, I guess, of what we've experienced here, although the show is quiet, the sort of local attitude here is still very positive. I hope you enjoyed our interviews with the booth vendors here in it. So stay in touch on the Our Buying Secrets page. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Have you been to one of these jewelry shows before? What did you experience and what did you think of it? We'd love to hear from you. Take care guys.